Hello, everyone. For those of you that I haven't met, my name is Miss Paige. This is my third or fourth year teaching here at Dance and Feet, and I used to take class here when I was in school, and so I'm really excited to be here with you today. I have another class that I'll be doing that'll be more focused on ballet and lyrical. But this class is going to be focused on ballet and pointe. So those of you that are just really interested in ballet but haven't done pointe, you can absolutely do this class with me. I will be in my soft shoe ballet. So absolutely feel free to join us. And those of you that do have pointe shoes and have taken class with me before, I would encourage you to do this class in your pointe shoes. And I will make sure to point out when you go up on pointe and when not. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up, so follow along. And then we'll go to the bar, which we'll use a chair. And then we will go and do a little bit of center work. So with that, let's warm up. I'll get us some music. All right. Wonderful. All right, so let's start with reach, reach, and up and over. Good. And flat back. And reach down. Good. Take a deep breath and really lean into this. And let's reach up. Roll that wrist once each way. And then let's do a big arm circle each way. Good, and back down. And let's come up. Good, reach, reach, and up and over the other side. Good, and flat back. And reach down. Good, really lean into this. Good, and let's reach up. Roll your wrist once each way, and a big arm circle each way. Good, and back down. Okay, this time we're going to come to center. Grab your elbows, lean over, and sway. Stretching out those legs. Good, hands on the ground, and work your feet together. Good, nice straight knees, take a deep breath. And let's squat down. Bounce it out a little bit, loosen up those legs so they don't get tight. And let's stretch out up one more time. And back down. Good, wonderful. All right, go ahead and sit back and feet forward. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reach forward. We're going to start with pointed toes, so really point them down towards the ground. Wonderful. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to grab the bottom of your feet and pull them back. We're stretching out our calves. Good, let's point again. Lean over. And pull those feet back one more time. Good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go out into a wide center. Now, while we're sitting here, a reminder, I shouldn't see knees or toes or feet leaning forward. That's really bad on our joints. So instead, our kneecaps and the tops of our feet should always be facing up or back, all right? So make sure you're focusing on that posture. Now, let's reach, reach, up and over. Good, keep good posture. I don't want to see us slooping. Nice, strong arm. And reach towards your leg. Good. Let's go back the other way. Reach, reach, keep Keep it nice and loose. Up and over again, nice strong arm. And reach towards your leg. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and lean forward. Go as far as you can with still keeping your knees turned back or up. And I like to go on my elbows, but I'm gonna hang my head so that I'm nice and relaxed. All right, let's take a deep breath and see if we can lean into it a little more. Good. All right, let's come up. We're gonna do a couple other stretches to loosen up our hips because we need to stay turned out when we're in ballet, especially when we're on our point shoes. So what I'd like to see everyone do is we're gonna go into a runner. So your back foot stretches behind you and your front leg, see how this is in a 90-degree angle? I do not wanna lean forward or too far back. Nice 90-degree angle. All right, let's hold this here. Really trying to open up those hips a little bit before we get going. Good. All right, let's switch to the other side. Same thing, 90-degree angle. Make sure we don't lean over our toes or too far back. And let's hold this, really open up those hips before we get going. Wonderful. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move to the bar. If you need to pause the video here for a second, please go ahead and do that. Get a glass of water. But when you come back, what you're going to need is a chair or maybe go to the counter. But we want to be able to have a bar or something we can put our hands on as we do some of our bar work. So go ahead and get that set. I'm going to get set up and then we'll get started. All right, so I know you're gonna be looking at my feet, but I wanna make sure that as we warm up in our point shoes, we're really focused on our feet. So that's why I've got the camera down and I'm gonna speak really loud and turn our music off so that you can hear me. And I promise you won't have to look at my feet for longer than 5-10 minutes. So here's how we're gonna start. I've got my chair, which you can't see, but it's right in front of me, and I'm facing my chair. So there's where my chair is. And I'm gonna go ahead and put both my hands on the chair. And what I'm gonna do first is we're gonna do a couple of parallel presses. So normally when we're in ballet, we're not like this, we're turned out, right? Well, for this warm up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start in parallel, okay? So you can face your chair this way. And what we're gonna do is we are going to roll up with one foot. This in point is called demi-point. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll onto our toe and push over. So this exercise is really for those of us in our point shoes, but stretching out the arches of our feet will also be good for those in our soft shoes like me. So what we'll do is we're gonna roll up demi-point all the way up to point. As we come down, we're going to switch demi-point on our other foot and roll over. And then we're gonna switch again, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and do a few of these in a row together, and then we'll move on to our next exercise. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, push over, 6, 7, 8, and switch, 2, 3, 4, push over, good. And now we're gonna switch. As one foot's coming down, the other one comes up. They should both hit demi-point at the same time and all the way over. Make sure if you're in your point shoes, you're getting that nice arc. And switch. If you're in your point shoes, push over. If you're in your soft shoes, don't stay on top of your toe, but you can also push over. Good, and switch. And last one, let's switch again. Good. All right, so that's really meant to loosen up our feet. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a couple of activities in first or second. You can face your chair with both hands on your chair, but so that you can see my feet, I'm going to face you like this. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a plie. We're gonna go to demi in our plie, and then we're gonna roll up into our point and come all the way back up, and then roll down without a plie. So it's plie, demi, roll up in your plie, and then stand up straight. Yes? If you're in your normal ballet shoes like I am, you can still practice. You can go plie, demi, and you'll skip the roll up and go from your plie all the way up. So you'll have a couple extra seconds as those of us that are in point will be rolling into our point shoes at that time. So let's do this twice together now. 5, 6, 7, 8, we'll plie 2, demi 4, and stand up, and make sure you're all the way into your point shoe by now. And demi, down, plie, demi. Those of you in your point shoe, come up, and then stand all the way up straight. Good, let's do it one more time. Back down, plie, demi. Those of you in your point shoe, come all the way up, and then stand up. And back down. Good. The point of this is to really make sure we're warming up and working our ankle muscles. We need really tight and strong ankles when we do point. All right, so this time we're going to do it without a plie. So we'll roll from our demi all the way to point and back down. Demi, up to point, demi, and down. So those of you that are in soft shoes like I am, what we'll do is we'll just demi, hold, and back down. Demi, hold, and back down, okay? So I'm gonna practice with the point girls just so that we remember to come all the way up. If you're not in point, just hold it in releve. 5, 6, 7, 8, demi, roll up. Make sure you come back through demi and down. Again, demi, roll up, demi, and down. Again, demi, roll up, demi, and down. Last one, demi, roll up, demi, and down. Good. Now this last one is really for the point girls, just because we really got to warm up those feet, so hang in there with us. Last one, what we're going to do is we're going to roll up. You're going to come all the way to point, back down to demi, and straight back up into point. So your heels should be staying nice and high off the ground the entire time, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, and demi, roll up, demi, and up, demi, and up, demi, and up. 2 more times, demi, and up, demi, and up, and come down. Very nice. All right, those of you that have taken my point class before, I would love for you to go out into second, pause the video, and to do this exercise also in second. All right? Okay, with that, I'm gonna pick you up and let's learn a little bit of choreography. I think our feet are very warmed up, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of choreography, and then we'll be all done for the day. All right, so this choreography, and let me back you up just a little bit, and I will also back up and talk really loud. So this choreography can be done in soft shoe or in point. So those of you that are in point, I will call out when you should roll all the way up. And those of you in your soft shoe, you will be set with me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, this is my front, which is a little off center for you guys, but I'm gonna go to my 45, right? So if we have a box, my 45 are my corners. So I'm gonna start at a 45 with my right foot forward. And actually, maybe you guys, what I'll do is I will turn around and do this facing the mirror so that as you face me, your directions don't get messed up. So let me try that. So I'm at my 45, and what I'm gonna start with, so my arms are gonna be nice and low. We'll go over arms after we